Hey there guys, thanks for clicking on and tuning in for this episode of The Italian Job with me, of course, Mr... No, it's not Mr. Cuddly anymore. So if you've watched my video, if you haven't, I'll put one up there right now for you, or somewhere over there. I am now called Iron Gamer. I've had a name change. This is the new office. We have got a green pitch on there. We have got everything that you need to see. I've got Iron Gamer at the top of it. I've got my little badge on that side. I've got the club badge this side. I've got me in the middle. I've got my little computer. Computer's here. There we go. Struggling. I'll get used to it. New office and all that. So yes, as you can tell, I am now Iron Gamer. So I changed my name, viewers, because I was getting a bit of stick from friends, a few members of family about the name. Apparently Mr. Cuddly's a bit dodge. Kiddie fiddler dodge, I mean I'm not a kiddie fiddler. But I never thought the name was an issue, but I've had so many people complaining. So I went to the drawing board, couldn't do anything, so I got someone to do it. You know who you are, thank you very much. He created the office, he created the badge, he came up with the name, or he assisted with the name. I think he clinched the name really, but I'll take a little bit of credit just because it's my channel. So you can now find me at IronGamer79 on Instagram, Facebook and Twitter, rather than Mr. Cuddly. Right, so let's move on to this episode. We have I wouldn't say a cracking episode, but we've got an episode for you that should get the juices flowing within the body. So today we're going to provide you with some football, some transfer news, of course, end of season awards, and we are fighting for what they call promotion. Come and check us out. So welcome back guys to the last episode of season 1. As you can see, we've won Serie B. I did get a little bit carried away myself and played a few more games more than I actually said I would. So we've got one game left to play, and during all the commotion between the last time we met and now, here has what happened with the schedule. So where are we? I think we were around these games, Leeds and Venezia. So we've gone on and we've won, we've been undefeated in the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We had a 6-game winning streak, or should I say, undefeated streak, not losing a game. Then we lost 2 on the bounce, and I'm thinking, oh, things are looking like squeaky bum time. And then, of course, we had a 2-0 win and a 2-1 defeat again. And then, of course, a 4-0 and a 4-0 victory. 3 4-0 victories in a row, actually, which secured us promotion and champions of Serie B. So, absolutely delighted. Sorry I didn't show you, when we were champions. I'm pretty certain it won't do it if I show you the goals. I'm not too sure. But, yeah, we managed to clinch it with a little bit of time to spare. So what I've done, I've just tried a few little players out that haven't had a lot of game time this year. Example, goalkeepers, a couple of young players. Gezi I've played in the advanced midfield centre role, or the advanced playmaker or attacking playmaker. Just silly things like that, trying to suss out people's best positions whilst also scouting new players. I've been given the budget already for the new season. We have a budget of 9.7 million, which is a bit annoying really, because I had 10 million to start with. So current wage budget is going to be 248, and we are actually spending 171. So there's some good movement there. There's about 80 grand to get some players in, which of course I will be able to do. There'll be 1 or 2 leaving the club as well. I'm sure as we get through it, we'll sort of make more sense of what's going on. So in this episode, we are going to play 1 game, and we're going to do a little bit of just going through the sort of the season, at the end of the season awards. We're just going to quickly go through that, and then I'm going to go away, do my usual thing, pop back in as if it's been no time at all, and hopefully have some announcements, i.e. potential transfers, confirmed transfers, loans, people leaving the club, staff members, if there's going to be anything changing, all that sort of stuff to look forward to. So I think we should get into so if we go to the schedule, go to the competition, there's the league. So we are champions on 73, so we're 8 points, potentially 11 points. We will win the league, so minimum will be 5 points. So, you know, all in all, I think it will be a good season. Although the second half has been we've been a bit more slower, a bit more maybe lethargic. In certain games where we've not really pulled our socks up, couldn't really get to the pace of the game. You would think we would have been more prepared for it, but we weren't. So of course that's clearly down to me with the way I was managing the teams and the way I was playing the system with the wrong sort of players when they were too tired or jaded or something like that. So all in all, not been a bad season. So we've got potential to finish on 76 points. Really hoping we can, but again, I'm not really bothered because we've won the league and I don't really want to risk people getting injured. So the team I'm going to pick now will probably be a little bit different to what we used to. So I'm just wondering if I can bring any of the under 23s, bang one of them in. So he's a young centre back. So although he's not that great, we know that. I'm just going to put him into the senior squad. And I'm going to let him play this game. Just to see, you know, we don't expect miracles from him. I don't expect him to cope that well. But I just want to see what he's able to give us. Let me just see if he's right-footed or left-footed. So he's left side. He'd rather play on the left side. Okay. So we'll put him there. And that means Managrini we need to move because you know what, we'll go back. We'll go back to that, and we'll put him in with Pirello. Actually, Pirello likes to play there, so that's what we're going to do. Gezi will start regardless. A few of these players are going to be leaving us soon anyway. Raksu can play over there for Nankovic. Nankovic has been fantastic for me this season. Really, really happy with him. So, you know, let me just switch them around, that's better. So, I might get rid of Marconi. He's not worked out as I thought. I thought he was going to work out and, you know, bang the goals in left, right and centre. Unfortunately, I don't think he's really given me what I was hoping for. Only 4 goals in the league. It's bad, 6 goals all season. Just out of comparisons, the guy we got in on loan, 16 appearances, he scored 10 goals. So Marconi will be leaving the club. I think I'm going to try and get this guy on loan as well as Aloka. That reminds me, let me go over to my scouting. I think I sorted out my shortlist a little bit better. Well, I did. So who wants Mite? So he's one of my targets. This guy I think will be really good for us. He's a bully. I've used him on Reading Saves before. So coming up right now in the top right hand corner, there'll be a little link there with a Reading save I've done where I used him and he scored goals and bullied people. Click on, feel free to have a look, but please don't forget to come back to watch the remainder of this. So Mite is sort of someone I'm looking to purchase. I think he'll do well. I really do think he'll do well for us. I think we need to step it up in that league. This is the main guy, Stefan Akuka, or Akoka. He's the man I want. He's going to be 1.1. I did have a sneaky bid for him. The bid was accepted, but he wouldn't come and play because he didn't think we could afford his wages. I can afford your wages, mister. Now I can. That's a point. What did Mite? I just need to see what Mite was asking for. What's he on? About 7-8 grand a year? Oh, he's on a week, sorry, he's on 15. So I'd need to narrow that down really straight away. So I'd need to make a choice as to... Yeah. Right, anyway, that's it. So I'm going to go over to the tactics page. Or you just might as well stay with me, ain't you? And we'll wriggle on over to the tactics page for for the last game of the season, which will be coming up very soon. I tell you what, you'll meet me over there, and I'll see you there in a mo. Also, another bit of information to give you guys is we have hit the new record for the most points in a season of 73. I believe the previous was 71. So, you know, round of applause for that, guys. I think we've done well. I've noticed that all season we seem to pick the ball up quite well in the central areas, defensive areas. Once their ball's gone long, there sort of never seems to be anyone there. Or if there is, 7 out of 10 times I would say our players managed to get in front. Marconi 1-on-1. Bye. He's a goner. He is a goner. Still, you know, it's not like we're fighting for survival, which I fear we will be next season. That should be a good season next season. Stick around. You really want to stick around for next season. It's going to be so tough. You're going to see me pull my hair out. You're going to see my conscience coming out to play. I'll be having silly conversations with it. It is going to be silly. Silly mad, we might want to call it. So Samprini with the flow to Vanderloo. Raksu couldn't retrieve, so Riccardo brings up the ball down the right on the break. Oh, great challenge, Mateu. Get rid of it. What the hell? He's been good for us, Mateu, left back. I think that's how you say his name. Right, Gezi, ball, back post. It's own goal. The maestro has scored the own goal. Listen, I don't care how they come. We'll take them all day long like that. I mean, I think maybe next season what I'm going to have to look for is, like I say, big, strong players and just play for set pieces, because I think that's where we're going to be getting a lot of our goals from and getting points. I think it's going to be that way. Oh, chance, goal, 1-1. Tabanelli. Oh well. I mean, it would be nice to end the season with a win, but you know, I'm going to give him a little shout out. I'm going to give him a little bit of encouragement. Right, Seprini's coming off for Frank. I'll make a few more changes in a minute. Gaza, great ball, Vanderlooy. Oh, ricochets back to him, hits it on the left foot, goes inches wide. Right, let's make a few changes. Nothing too drastic because I don't really want to get people. So we're going to take Perello off. I'll put Basoli on for Jago, whatever he's called. He can come on. Vilka can come on there. Raspadori can come on up there, up top. And I think Nankovic can come on for Aksu. Alright, maybe he can't. So there you go, we've made the subs. Oh yeah, I'd already made one earlier, hadn't I? Okay, so we've got a few players that are struggling. But, you know, a 1-1 draw, last game of the season. Alright, we didn't send you off with a win. But, you know, we seem to have done alright. Quite pleased with that. End of the season, there we go, guys. The table looks... So we finished 9 points clear above our rivals that finished in second and third. We finished 14 points clear off, so really happy with that. So as I say, 71, so we beat it by 3 points. Monza in the end got relegated, so someone like Balotelli, I mean, would you look at someone like Balotelli to come to the club? I mean, you know what sort of mischief he gets up to and how much of a bad player he is. Would you play Mario? Would you buy Mario Balotelli? Orlando, how old is he now? 30 years of age. You know, he's still got a bit about him. He's only 300k. Oh my god. You could play big man, little man 4-4-2 in the Italian Serie A and use Balotelli. £7,000 a week's all he's asking. I think that's quite reasonable and very doable, you know. I really do. I think someone like Mario Balotelli, you know, he knows where the goal is. And he's Italian. They want me to sign Italians. What's he done for Monza this year? He's not really bailed them out that much, has he, though? 34 appearances, just the 9 goals. Come away from that idea, Lee. It's not the greatest. It's not the greatest idea, is it? Right, Gazzy played well. He had a good game for us again, so he's coming into his own. He's coming to fruition, this guy. So this guy was in our youth system at the beginning of the season. I decided to put him in with us after about 8 or 10 games, I think it was. He's just starting to sort of develop. He's 20 years of age. He's only worth 300k. 2.5 star current. Potential is 4 star, so we can train him and bring him on. And I'm feeling we can do that with being in the first team. He's not going to stay, or he's certainly not going to go on loan. He's going to stay in and around the squad, I think, for the next season, and maybe just tinker with his training a little bit, and just try and develop him that little bit more. Try and get, like, his first touch, which is coming on good. Maybe, just develop his passing a little bit more if he wants to be the attacking midfielder, sort of, looking for balls through the eye of a needle and so on. So I think there's room for development. Great development with this guy, so he's definitely going to stay. Really happy with this guy for this season. Right, so team secure playoffs, which is it'd be interesting to see who goes up. So I'm not going to do the press right in the conference end of the season. So just so you know, I have done press conferences. I don't skip them all the time. I tend to skip them when I'm recording because I just want to get through it. I want to get through. Listen, you don't want to see these press conferences. You do it all yourself. So why would you want to see it? I'm not going to say nothing any different to what you guys are saying. On the odd occasion, I might put my own comments in. So we're going to receive 2.28 million for our spot in Serie B. I've got the club some money. We're going to make maybe a potential another 20 million quid on transfer sales. I'm just hoping that they haven't taken that into their consideration or into factors with what they've given me for the transfer. So what I mean by that is Tonoli is going to go to Milan potentially for 13.5 million, and we've sold a striker to Sampdoria for 5.5, so that's 18 million. I've got a couple of players I'm going to get rid of, so that's about 22 million quid. And I'm hoping they haven't considered that in their factor for when they've given me 9.76 million to survive in the next league, in the Serie A. Maybe I'll get a good 50% of that. So maybe another 10 million. It'd be nice. We'll just see what they're going to do. I would like to think they would give me a little bit more than I've got already. Anyway, let's do the end of season review, guys, while we're here. And see. So, Frank. I liked Frank. I thought he... was he a new player that came in? He was. So, he played 21 times. No goals, 2 assists. 3 player of the matches. Quite consistent with... his games and all that, and etc. So yeah, I was happy with Frank. Jacob, he did all right. Kotnik, again, not my signing. Pirello, Tommy, Ricci. Right, I'm going to come out of that and go back in because it's not showing me what I need to see. There we are. Right, so Frank got a B. Jacob got a B-. Goldie got a B-. Pirello got a C+. Christ. Tommy got a B+. This next guy is the one I signed. Got B-. This guy I signed on loan. Got an A-. He could potentially be something we could look at because he's done well for us. He's valued at 2.9. Contract info. Okay, transfer. When does it got another 3 years on it? Right, okay. So I'm gonna I'm just going to make an inquiry just for now, just to see how much they're going to get me to pay. And then Vilka I got on loan as well. Come on. Yeah, and then Vilka I got on loan. A+. I thought the guy had a really, really good season for us. Raksu, absolutely fantastic once again from Verona. Marconi, not so good. B- still. A+, this guy from Genoa. See, I didn't rate this guy. He's just solid. He's just solid. He's not nothing special. He's just solid. So, maybe you need that sort of player in within your ranks. Season to remember. So how it unfolded. Finished in the top 3 places was what they asked of me. We finished first. Average attendance was just over 11,500. Top scorer was Raspadori. Yep, that guy, Raspadori. There's the league table. There's all the results. We don't need to see any more. Biggest win, 4-0. Beating Leeds 2-1 was the match to remember. And the goal of this season was the goal from Vilka. So, what more can you say? Right, so that is good. So we've got a lot of green. Well, it's all green. So sponsorship revenue has gone up. Broadcast revenue, corporate and hospitality. Prize money's gone up. And match day commercial and retail's gone up. And that's nice to know. Risi and Bizzoli have got some good money into the club. So this is the 11 4-2-3-1 combination that they think was good. So yeah, I'm super happy. The accolades. Accolades for myself. Okay, players awards. Yeah, you can see that. Competition awards. Club awards, right. So 10 goals, top striker. Loving it. Absolutely loving it. And there we go. Remarkable season. Started superbly and never let up. They are deservedly going up. Yes, we are, and we have finished. So we're going to do the honours here with the club's vision and expectations meeting. So with Serie A and Coppa Italia are the two, and what they want us to play is possession-based football. So we're going to play the same way we're playing now. Probably we'll end up being a little bit more defensive. I don't want to, but I think we will need to. Develop players using the club's youth system. Again, we've got 2 players we're going to be using. Sign Italian players is a preferred. Sign players under the age of 23 for the first team. Favoured. Play defensive, solid football. So you're giving me 2 to play there. Okay. Play high-tempo pressing. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. 5-year plan. Sign players to sell for a profit. Work within the wage budget. Standard. Minimum 3-year contract for first team players. So when my contract, they want me to end of this season, they want me to fight bravely against relegation. I'm not going to predict I can do better than that because it's going to be a real tough season. The season coming. You're going to see me pull my hair out. I mean, this new hairstyle I've got, I might just shave it all off in anger. We don't know. There's potential, guys. Potential. End of season team meeting. Discuss plans for next season. We're good enough to not be involved. I'm not going to say that. I'm going to be realistic. Congratulations on achieving promotion this season. I will be strengthening the squad as you might expect. I believe we can avoid getting involved in relegation. I'm going to... Oh, didn't like that. Shit. Well, I didn't want to say that. I'm not making any promises. That's it. Fucking hell. Shut up before you get yourself into more trouble. I only said I think we're good enough to stay up. Oh, sorry. Good enough to fight against relegation. Same thing. Right, new season team report. Let's get into this. Notable strengths. So weaknesses. Yeah, so we need to buy some good players sort of in and around. Bravery is an area of concern. Okay, so we've got a lot of good and a lot of bad. Right, guys, so where do we go? We have a choice of Valle d'Aosta. We'll go there. No, we'll go Veneto. I don't know why. We're going to go Veneto in Italy. Right, so on that note, guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and behind the scenes, you know what I'm going to go and do. I'm going to go and look for players. I'm going to go and check out all my staff, see what's coming up on freebie for, you know, to get in the club. And we will see you very, very shortly with any updates. Check it. Right, transfers. First one in, 6 in, 11 out is the deal so far. And one of them 11 out have provided us with a shitload of money, which is really good. Didn't expect it in that sense, and I'll tell you for why in a minute. Let's just do the build-up and get to this. So, we have a goalkeeper at 3.5 star, potential 4, signing from FC20. And we paid 2.6 million for him. All right, he had 34 appearances with 40 goals conceded. You blame it on the team, I suppose, don't you? Really. So, you know, it's the way it goes. Looks all right, not bad. We needed another goalie because our first choice goalie wouldn't renew a contract with us. So he's buggered off somewhere else. I think he went to Sampdoria again. No, he didn't. He went to Salt Lake City. It's close. Near there, isn't it? You know, just different parts of the world completely. Right, so this will be our first choice goalie, Joel Drummel. When I saw the name, I thought, I'm sure he used to play for Newcastle, but he didn't. So, anyway, we've signed him, and really, really happy with what we've got. So, hopefully he can provide the goods for what we need for the next level. We have tried to get players a little bit of a higher level, because we know we're going into a war here. It's a war zone going to go into this league. We are going to be I'm determined to not get relegated. So, signing number 1, Joel Drummel in goal. Signing number 2, we finally got our man, Stefano Okaka. 31 years of age. He's a bit of an old boy. He's going to know some of the tricks of the trade, which is why we've got this guy. Look at his strength, 18. He's not... So I haven't got him to get me goals, although I hope he does. But, well, that's a lie. I tell a lie. So the main reason I got this guy is his strength. He can hold off players. He can bring the wingers or the inverted wingers, however we're going to play, into play. But he will be so useful at corners, free kicks, set pieces. The way we do set pieces, he will go into his own. And I've had to think about this when signing players. What position they could be used for that's so going to suit them and us as a team. And I feel this guy, although he's not going to get me, you know, double figures in goals, I think his presence alone will generate opportunities, which is what we're looking to do. So I paid 900, no, $1 million. I paid $1 million for him. I was happy to pay that. And then we went over to the UK and signed this lump at Mite. Again, you can see where I'm going with this. I've signed a lump, signed a winger. He can play. He's so strong. He's got great strength, got good ability, good heading, determination, got a lot of pace. So the idea is going to be get the ball to the wings and just run at them. Get the ball in the box, cross it. The big man wins the headers, wins the balls, lays it off, shoots, headers, whatever. And that's what we're looking for. He's got a fantastic work rate of 18. Current ability is 3.5 star. He's not going to get any better. He's 25 years of age. We've probably just caught him at his prime, I'd like to say. Valued at 2.9 and 10.5 grand a week wages. He's rated as a second best player there, but Spelek, the guy that would play that role, is probably going to play somewhere else. I've gone to bolster the squad, and I'll tell you more about that in a minute. So Mite was my other signing, and then we went and got this guy. We needed a centre half. He's 6'3", 22 years of age. I think I got a good deal on him. I really can't remember. 2.7 million. So I'm having to spend. I'm having to spend quite wisely, but try and bring in a bit of quality. This guy's good in the air, very resolute, good jumping reach of 16, strength 14 could be a bit better. Anticipation of 15 could be key for him. Good positioning and great heading. So, he can play centre-back, no-nonsense centre-back, ball-playing defender or libero if required, but we won't require that. So, yeah, he had to come in. And then we had a lot of outs. So I'm going to start off with this one, so you all see it. So if you remember earlier on, he was, I mean, look at all them stats, unbelievable. He was basically tipped to go to, so he was on loan at Sampdoria last season, and they had an option to buy at 13.5 million. Well, they never took up the option. So to say we were stuck with him is the wrong thing to say, but he was going to play. He was going to play, but he came to me straight away and said he doesn't want to play, he wants to leave. So granted him his wish, so I sort of put it out there. Hey, he wants to leave. Boom. Milan came in, Napoli came in, and Arsenal came in. And it was like 12.5 million quid. And I was kind of sort of a bit let down because I thought there'd be higher bids. So I thought I'd push the boat out to, like, you know, I said, no, if you want him, you've got to pay, like, I think it was 16 million quid up front, 40% sell-on clause, all that sort of stuff, you know, and I wanted some additional fees for after 20 appearances or 30 appearances or whatever. None of them were having it. And then Arsenal came in at, what did they come in at? At 19.75 up front, plus add-ons at 40%, meeting my value. I think it was 40% or 30%, and some more add-ons that generated up to, like, I don't know, 30 million quid. So I was like, well, let me take this off and up the money now. So I asked for money up front, which I got, and I got 22 million up front and 8 million in add-ons, which were really good add-ons. 40% sell-on. After 30 appearances, I wanted 2 million quid. That sort of stuff. We'll go and have a proper look in a minute. And yeah, he went for 30 million. Well, yeah, 30 million quid. I was absolutely astonished. So with that 30 million quid, yes, you can see how we've managed to buy other players and loan in some players. So this was the goalie. He went on a free to Salt Lake City. Nothing I could do about it. This guy, I don't know him. I don't know this guy. 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 But we know this guy. This was the guy that has gone to Sampdoria for 5.5 million. Which also reminds me, when they paid the 5.5 million, we didn't get a penny of it. He wouldn't give me any money, so I was stuck with my 9.76 million. So I had to be very shrewd in the market, trying to find what I thought was a good player. And if I'd known I was going to get 30 million quid, but the board was going to give me 23 million of it, then maybe I would have done a little bit of better business, but I couldn't hang around. I needed to get players straight away. So that's what we have. And you're probably thinking to yourself, I thought you said you got 6 players. Well, I did. I got loans. So I've loaned Vilcher back again for another season. Give him another try. Let's hope he does as well as he did in the first. And we also decided to go back for this guy, Raspadori. He was brilliant. Honestly, guy was so good for me. I thought, you know what, I need to get him back in. I need to get him playing, and he's probably the best striker at the club at the moment. But at the same time, I don't know if we're going to play to fit him exactly this way. So, I mean, he's not exactly a target man, is he? So he's probably going to be maybe an impact sub, so that when we're really, really pushing for it, we can maybe play a 4-4-2 or something and have him as the second player playing off the big sort of target man. I don't know yet. I'm not too sure. I'm going to experiment during pre-season. But we are still looking. I have just declined a deal for a centre-half because I didn't think I needed one. And I'm probably going to leave the centre-half. So that I want a midfield player that's really going to dig his heels in and dictate in the game. I'm not sure if I've got the midfield to sort of impact the game fully as I would want. I'm not too sure. Let's have a look at the squad depth and we'll just have a look. So my midfield, Basoli is the main man. Jacob, he's not too bad. I just feel maybe if I can get another player that's maybe a 4-star, it's just going to give me more options in the middle. Because a lot of our play, I'm assuming, will come from the middle. Will come from the playmakers in the middle. So I'm not too sure as to what to do yet. So we'll see. So that will do for now. We are just about to go into pre-season. We haven't played any games yet. I don't even know how many games we've got. Let's go and have a look at the schedule. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a start of the qualifying round. So we've got 4 games to prepare. I might see if I can squeeze 1 or 2 more little friendlies in between there because of the there's a gap. I've got a week, but then again you're playing the Coppa Italia, so I'm going to treat the Coppa Italia as a friendly. I don't care about it because everything's going into survival this season. So I don't care about the cups. I'll probably put kids out. Not too sure. Talking of kids, development centre wasn't that good for me in the off season. However, we do have a few players coming through. This one looks very promising. We'll see how it goes. Talking about that, I've got Gore. I need to get Gore out on a loan for a season because I think we could really, really develop. Where is he? He's not there. So this chap here is potentially leaving. There is a release clause that we had on his contract when he was on loan. He's come back and they've not taken it up, so they could have purchased him for 800 grand, but no one's decided to. So this is the guy I tried to sign, and he declined any form of conversation with me. I wanted to get this guy from Roma to play on one of the wings. Again, just look at the pace. He's going to create chances, and I thought this would be the guy, but he wouldn't even talk to me. So this is what I was looking for ideally, and I think who's the 4? So the one bid that was made was PSG. Who else is involved? Atalanta and Tottenham and Napoli. So I haven't really got a leg to stand on with that sort of transfer, which is absolutely fine. The player that we've just said no to is this player. I just thought a bit of experience. He's 33 years of age. He wasn't asking for a lot of money. He was asking for, I think, 9,000 a week. But I just couldn't justify the money on the fact that he might only play a handful of games at most. I was just thinking of experience, really. So, silly thing of me to do. So, while I go and look through scouts and transfers, actually I'll do this one with you now. So I want a midfield centre. All roles suggest. Who has he suggested? Well, okay, we got a deep line playmaker. So let's have a look at this guy. He hasn't really got what I want, and I don't really know what I want until I see it. Does that make sense? So yeah, all right. Well, that'll do for now. So we will see you at the end of the friendlies. I'll go through them all, and then we will play our first game of the season and of this season. See you in a mo. Cheers. Take care. Okay, so we've now played just a couple of friendlies. I've also had a shirt change, so wardrobe change, a little bit of a malfunction. You'll probably see a different shirt as well when I do the intro. So shirts galore. It'll probably be this shirt anyway. So as you can see, we've had a couple of friendlies just to get the ball rolling. I'm going to stop it there actually. The series, sorry, not the series. I'm going to stop the episode there. I don't want to do too much, and I'm sort of running out of time for what I need to do. So we're not too far off. We have 2 friendlies left. Rominio and that other team, Pescara. And then we've got a unknown, again, the Coppa Italia qualifying round, and then it all kicks off with a home game. We have the travelling supporters with a lovely welcome of Sampdoria. So, what is there to expect this season? Listen, I've told you everything I can do. I'm probably going to do everything I can within my power to prevent us from being relegated. Although I do fear we're probably going to be in a relegation battle. I haven't actually looked at what the competition preview is. Oh, there you go then. So they think we're going to be third bottom and relegation. So we're 600 to 1 to win the league. We know that's not going to happen. There's no way we can compete with the likes of Juventus, Inter, Lazio, Milan, Roma. But I certainly think we could compete with Udinese, Parma, Bologna, Benevento. That's Verona. That sort of group. So that's what I'm looking to do. Monies, I think I've just gone over this. We've still got 23.5 just short of in the bank to spend. Don't really want to go getting any Joey Big Bollocks in, really, if I'm honest, to sort of spoil the atmosphere that we've got within the club, because I feel it's quite good. So we're just going to see how the first sort of dozen games play out, and then we'll start sort of scouting again if we need to for another load of players. But hopefully that isn't the case. As long as we can just compete at this in this league, that's all I'm asking. I'm not asking for top 6. I'm just asking to not, fourth best team. I'll take it 100%. So I think that's going to do for this episode. And I look forward to new adventures. So, as you've probably guessed by now, I am Iron Gamer. I have changed my name. I'm no longer Mr. Cuddly. Mr. Cuddly is dead. He is gone. Got a bit of stick for the name. People were commenting. I had too many comments about the name, saying it was a bit dodge, kiddie fiddlerish. So I decided to scrap the name, come up with something new, and I am Iron Gamer. So please, if you haven't followed me, but you followed Mr. Cuddly, I don't know if it continues, follow me again. Is that right? Would that be any good? Anyway, I'm going to go and make the intro now, so I'm going to explain all this again in the intro, and you're going to say, why the hell did he record this twice? Well, I've got to get my name out there, guys, so you can't blame me. Anyway, that's the end of this episode. Join us for the next episode, where we will kick off our league campaign in Serie A. So, from me, for the very first time, gamers, this is me, Iron Gamer, and I'm saying over and out.